Right, hello everybody. Welcome to the House of Bread video log number 11. Carl, we're powering through them now, aren't we?
We are.
Got two wonderful special guests on the sofa this morning. My stand-in co-host is Lisa Price from
Good
House
morning.
of Bread. And a special guest who promised to return, and here she is. It's Anna from Sight Clothing. Hello everybody. So Anna, why don't we start with you? Do you want to tell us a little bit about what's been going on with Sight Clothing?
Well, since we were last on, we have designed and created our winter range, and that is being released on the 22nd of November.
22nd of November,
I
brilliant.
think we've got about 10 days left for it.
So how, you do a lot of your work through Facebook, don't you, with the way
Yeah, we
people are
do, yeah.
finding you and stuff. So how can people find Sight Clothing? Because I think
Just
there's
search in Sight Clothing at the top. It's all one word, capital F.
Sight
capital
Clothing,
C.
all one
Yeah.
word. Does anybody else come up? Because we don't want to mix you up with Sight
There is
Clothing Mumbai. Or
There is another one that comes up, just one, but
Yeah.
just find us between the two.
between the two, you'll find them. Okay,
But
search
the one
Sight
with the
Clothing on
fancy black
Facebook, and
logo.
so people are going to be able to buy those and support Sight Clothing, and they'll be
Yeah.
supporting House of Bread as well at the same time.
Yeah, we have a website now.
Oh dear.
It's been
Yeah.
launched today, which is really scary.
I'm not sure what Ofcom regulations are like about us promoting somebody's website on. I'm really joking. What's the address? What's the address? What's the web
That one
address?
can be found on sightclothing.com.
You've got sightclothing.com.
We have
Oh, that's
sightclothing.com,
nice.
yeah.
Cracking. And that's launching today.
Yeah, that's released.
So if somebody
Yeah.
punches that in right
Yeah.
now, am I going to get Sight Clothing?
You are.
And can I
Yeah.
actually buy things on it as well
You
and
can
everything?
buy things on it. There won't be anything to buy until the 22nd of November, because that's when it's all released. But you can check out the website. It's got all the charities that we support on
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
obviously House of Bread and Catherine House
Brilliant.
has a little about us section, so you can find out about the history of Sight.
And what
It also
about-
has our Twitter feed, so you can find out what we're up to.
Oh, that's important. So it's like a hub for the
It's
whole
like- it's
thing,
like a
really.
whole hub
Great.
for the thing, yeah.
And what about you yourselves? I mean, you're hard-working business people. Are you making any money for your beans on toast?
We're not at the moment. No, we're working completely voluntarily because it's quite.
I hope
small
you
at
are
the
going to
moment.
start making some money at some point.
Hopefully at some point,
Yeah.
yeah, it is our plan. But because it's so small at the moment, we're focused more on kind of setting
Yes,
it
yeah.
up and donating what we do make
Making
to
the
the charities,
connections and-
making the connections and starting off for them because it's more for the charities that we donate to. than
Well,
for
it's a
us.
great way of doing it. I would like to think that one day you guys are going to actually, make a living out of it.
Have you brought
Or-
some samples
have
with
feed
you?
the kids on good intentions.
This is a bit cheeky of me, really, because
No.
we're not released yet. So I'm
Plug
going
it.
to show you.
Hey,
Because
is this
you
an
did say
exclusive?
It is
It's-
an exclusive. You said that you wanted to see some of my artwork.
I
that
did.
I've done for it.
Oh, that is
So
gorgeous.
this is one of our
Beautiful.
ladies' tops.
Look
we're
at
releasing.
that. Do you know what? I
That
think
is
that's absolutely
gorgeous.
fab. Let me just hold that up so I can make. You're
Yeah.
probably getting it on
Feel
your
the
camera
quality
as well.
This is not.
Yeah.
This
I
is
really
not the
love
cheap
that
end.
design.
That's a seahorse, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love
Certainly is.
seahorses.
All our
Wow.
t-shirts that we buy in the t-shirts and then obviously create the clothes ourselves. But they're all fair trade and organic that we brought in this time.
Are
around.
they?
So yeah.
That's something worth
Can we have a
mentioning.
look at the
Fair
blue
trade
one? Yeah.
organic cotton. Wow.
I'll show you. This one's one of our men's one.
So have you done any owls? Owls are massive at the moment.
We haven't done any owls, no.
What about the sugar skulls? Everybody wants
The
the sugar
sugar
skulls.
skulls, what
You
are
know,
they?
the skulls that are done in that kind of pattern design, this sort of
Oh,
South
no, we
American.
haven't gone for skulls. We have the seahorse and then we have a dip dyed men's one.
Lovely. I'd have that.
I
That'd
could
suit
see
me.
you. I
Yeah.
could see you in that,
I
Joe.
could see me in that.
Mm.
Maybe I should just have this, purely for promotion's sake. Yeah. Lovely. Thanks.
Yeah. So if you're launching on the 22nd of November, that is a
Yeah.
great time, just in time for Christmas.
Yeah. We'll be in we're in Stafford Market as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got 4 Saturdays in Stafford Market, starting from the 22nd, and then the 29th, 6th, and 13th. So
That's
hopefully
great.
the same stall every time, and we can create a little bit of a.
That's really
An
important for
in-house.
Christmas
Yeah.
for Christmas
Yeah.
shopping. If anybody out there is stressed about Christmas shopping, don't go and spend your money in these massive multinational things buying bits of cheap plastic made by children in Korea. Just don't. Buy some fair trade, organic, locally handmade stuff that's going to get a portion donated to charity, and you're supporting a great new enterprise. I mean, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you, really? Forget the rest. Let's look at Sight Clothing. There's bound to be something for some members of your family there, and
Yes.
seriously, do that instead.
Yeah.
Hobbit Rickerscoat, Lisa.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, sorry. Was
Yes.
there anything else? That's it.
No,
we're
that's
finished now.
great.
Right.
Thank you very much.
No, lovely.
you
It's really
for
nice to
coming
have you
along.
back anyway. Lisa,
Hobbit Rickerscoat.
Hobbit Rickerscoat.
Oh, yeah. We are starting on the 19th of November. This is not a replacement for Wednesday evening. I know there's been a bit of bit of talking to each other on Facebook. This is an outreach project similar to what we do at Doxy. So it's a light lunch. It's a chance to just come and chill and tea, coffee, have a natter. We'll get some games going. Trivial Pursuit is really hot at Doxy amongst the adults. So yeah, all the usual sort of hob friendliness and somewhere to drop in.
Social
and just have a
gathering,
chat. Eating together, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, just chilling.
Hob
so
at
that
Doxy.
starts 10
Hob
o'clock.
at Rickerscote, sorry.
Yeah, starts
So
10
used to
o'clock.
saying Hob at Doxy.
I know.
Rickerscote, 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
Rickerscote at St Peter's Church starts 10 o'clock till 2 p.m. Wednesday the 19th of November, so that's a week on Wednesday.
Fantastic. Just a quick reminder about local giving.
Yeah, local giving.
Please give locally.
Please give locally to charities like Anna's, and they're wonderful ideas. Yeah, local giving are match funding at the moment. Donations of £10 or more. Now that can
Really?
be a single donation or a monthly donation. So if I put a tenner in, local giving will put a tenner
That's
in.
amazing.
I mean that, yeah, fantastic.
Oh, right, so could we
Crikey.
do that as well if we donate it
Yeah,
through local giving?
yeah. If you donate it through local giving, then they will match fund it.
Oh wow.
That's
At
huge,
the
that
moment.
is.
I
That
will
means no
definitely
more
give
of
that
those
one a
comedy
go.
checks. No more comedy checks here,
Yeah.
actually. Oh, we could do one just for
Yeah.
just for the
I
sake
want
of
to do one of
for
those
illustrative
really big
purposes.
Ones, you know, when they
Yeah.
hand them over on the lottery.
With a picture of with Mickey Mouse on
yeah.
it.
Will's got one of those.
Oing, 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 oing.
Will's got one of those. So yeah.
Anniversary service.
Anniversary service, yeah, we keep plugging this. It's on the 20th of November, starting at, I think it's 7 p.m. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. At Church Lane Evangelical Church. It's be our 4th anniversary service. A wonderful opportunity just to gather together and not only say thank you, but to celebrate what we've achieved in the last 12 months. And I mean, since I joined, Hob has changed dramatically, and we just keep building year on year. So yeah, come along, celebrate with us, give thanks with us for everything that we have managed to achieve, and also hear from a wonderful gentleman who has been on the streets for over 20 years and who is now in accommodation.
Ah, yeah.
And he is the loveliest guy you would ever want to meet.
I've met him a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah, he-
changing lives,
Yeah.
really changing
Yeah,
lives.
but
House of
he
Bread
is such an inspiration.
Yes. He needs
Fortunate-
to come on and do some of his magic tricks.
He does.
He
He,
really
does.
does.
He makes me smile every time I see him. We are really, really blessed to have him with us. So
Great.
come
Oh,
along and
that's
meet him
lovely.
in person.
Right, we need to move this along because we're going to
Sorry.
get past our 10-minute mark. Look, Jack will sort of shout at us if
Yes.
we go past it. We're probably there already.
Yes.
Ha ha, Jack has to edit. BBC Radio Stoke.
BBC Radio
What
Stoke.
happened there?
They came to Bread Church on Friday and did sounds of bread making. and
Lots
so-
of banging.
Lots of banging
Yeah.
and I've had a really bad week, so I'm going to slam
Yeah.
my dough on the table. Yeah, they came and did some recording. They're also coming to record our anniversary service.
Good.
Alan Cook, again, lovely bloke. Aren't we blessed that we work with so many lovely people?
That's wonderful.
They're all lovely. Yeah, they came along. They'll be recording the service, and also Will and Alice Meadows are going to go to Hanley, up Hanley Duck, and on the morning of our anniversary service. Sorry. Up Hanley Duck. To talk more about what House of Bread does and how we do it and that sort of thing, and to tell people stories and to actually put the human face onto
Yeah.
what we do. These
Yeah.
are ordinary people that we help. They look like us, they walk like us, they talk like us. They've just in a different place in their lives. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, we'll look out for that. Trailers. I don't know what this means.
Oh, that's
Trailers.
just listen out to BBC Radio Stoke. Give them a plug.
Oh, listen out
Yeah.
out for those trailers then. Stay tuned, and we'll make sure that you don't miss that. That's going to be great to hear.
Yeah.
And that was Bread Church. Is that what we've
Yeah.
got Bread Church down here as well? So do come along to Bread Church. I know we plug this every week, but it's such great fun. It's not just about getting some bread. It's about
No.
getting your hands in, making the dough, smushing it up, eating together, eating fresh bread together every week.
Having a
Lovely.
laugh.
Having a laugh, making
Yeah,
some soup.
making
it's
some soup, yeah.
it's just a lovely time.
It is.
Will and Alison Meadows.
I've just mentioned that. That's when they go off
Before-
Hanley Duck.
That's when they go up Hanley Duck. Well, I think that's it. I think
Yeah.
we've just about wrapped it up. Unless
Yeah.
there's anything else anyone else wants to throw in. No?
No, very
You all
good.
right? Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'll just wrap up then with a nice sort of encouraging and enlightening story for you to ponder for the next week. Hopefully this will touch you
Of course.
spiritually, and it'll serve your emotional well-being
Just
over
one of
the...
your awful jokes again.
Excuse
I said
me.
not now.
Yes, you did.
Excuse me, I think of them more as parables of modern day life. Anyway. I heard a story anyway. It was about a preacher. He was in his last days. Again, we've had a similar story recently, actually. He'd been preaching all his life, very faithful servant of the Lord, and there he was in hospital. And there were a couple of people that he particularly wanted to see and speak to while he was laying there, dying. And he asked for two members of his congregation, a banker and a lawyer, both of whom, when they heard that the minister wanted them by his side, were quite shocked, because they'd spent many a year squirming in their seats at his uncomfortable sermons about greed and selfishness and false testimony and all these things, and had made this lawyer and this banker rather uncomfortable over the years. They felt quite flattered that of all the people he should want to be with in his last moments, that he'd chosen those two. So as they sat there with him, holding his hand and trying to give him some comfort, the lawyer actually said to him, you know, Minister, after all of this time, and you're now here about to go and meet the Lord, why have you decided that it's us two that you particularly like to spend your last moments with? And the minister said, well, since Jesus died between two thieves, I thought I'd quite like to go the same way. And with an apology. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hey. Is that the end of the joke?
I was waiting for the punchline
I
then.
was waiting for
Oh.